PIX-ELATED will provide a situated learning environment to support financial education for learners age 13 and up. Key financial concepts of budgeting, planning, spending, saving, and sharing are explored through engaging and practical exercises. The educational approach is aligned with constructivist and applied learning theories, using quest-based lessons designed for encouraging positive habits surrounding personal financial management. The pilot lesson for this environment has learners working in pairs to make financial decisions by completing a shopping list. As in real life, learners practice working within a budget as they make decisions about daily spending in a virtual environment modeled after a shopping center. Learning objectives for PIX-ELATED are prioritizing needs and wants, making financial decisions, spending within a budget, and planning expenditures. This area is the Information Center and serves as a centralized space where learners will find all directions needed for completing the exercise. You can see the shopping list on the left. Working through the shopping list comprehensively guides learners through these objectives, completing tasks such as buy a birthday gift for a friend. This is an autonomous financial decision, as the learner is not given a prescribed gift to buy. The learner will also have to purchase groceries, requiring that they satisfy a minimum number of health points in order to complete the task correctly. Healthier foods have higher prices and more points, while inexpensive foods earn fewer points. Needs and wants are prioritized as decisions are made about how much to spend on the birthday gift and the kinds of groceries to buy, for example. You can also see the other items on the list that promote free choice in spending, making additional decisions about needs and wants. Let's take a tour of PIX-ELATED so you can see what learners will experience in this environment. As you can see, there is a lot of signage throughout the island, and this is to enable learners to navigate effectively. The grocery store is labeled on the rooftop, as well as other locations that are key places to visit on the island. Let's zoom on down and see what we can find in the grocery store. As mentioned before, there are health points to be earned with each grocery purchase. You can see that the more expensive foods earn more health points and less expensive foods have fewer health points. This is the food court, where learners are faced with making financial decisions as they decide what items to purchase for their lunch, which is part of the shopping list. There are also elements on the island that provide learners with the opportunity to spend money in ways that may not be necessary. This is part of the autonomy built into the lesson. This is where learners will use transaction trackers to record their purchases in their checking account. This tool is provided courtesy of brightbank.com and will serve as a valuable piece of assessment data. You can see that there is plenty of signage throughout to facilitate navigation and to simplify directions so learners do not face unnecessary frustration and can instead focus on enjoying the experience. This is an interactive space in which the learner can actually log in to a simulated bank account. The logins are found on the back wall, assigned for their group, facilitating assessment later on. This is where learners would log their transaction. So if I purchased the popcorn, I would select that, $3, click Verify Payment, submit the payment, and then this transaction would be part of my record in my checking account. For overall assessment of learner activity, a comprehensive rubric will be used to summarize each group's success, capturing: did they complete all tasks? Did they achieve the minimum quantity of health points required? Were they able to stay on budget? Were their financial decisions realistic, and were they able to satisfy a combination of needs and wants? Did they accurately record purchases in the BrightBank tool? And what does the checklist tell us about how long it took each group to move through the list? This area is where the lesson concludes. Group discussions take place here in the relaxed environment. The message boards are interactive and are intended to capture takeaways, offering a layer of social learning as participants can share with one another and view comments from past sessions. The social aspect is an important part of the pedagogy this world is built around. Overall, the island will provide learners with fun, educational experiences that enable them to transfer the concepts learned into their real lives. It is an ideal forum for problem-based learning, as they can practice without risks of the real world. The pedagogy seeks to help learners achieve a sense of self-efficacy in personal financial management and decision-making by exploring positive financial habits with these exercises. Learners are free to work through the exercise using their own values. Some may spend the entire budget, while others conserve, largely based on past experiences, but this could also be an indicator of what they anticipate for their future. Thank you for taking time to learn about PIX-ELATED. I hope you enjoyed your tour.